One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, little booger. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian, I'm kinda driving it fast. They in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in that bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now the cutie. I don't give. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on Keisha, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep playing. never let them touch. Fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up. All in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bait. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have my Nautica.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now let's go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Play action. It's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rudolph on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to...
He's got a man complete. The good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
The give is to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got some space here. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
11 more on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target, and it's third down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Rudolph on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Over!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this in. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. little play fake here on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got Rome. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. Bell so light on his feet. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw, and Cooks has it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now they will throw it here with Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
Hey. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hardest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling. Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. I just want the knowledge and the power. What is it like in every sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got up, get it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope, deal of a new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on the blue sock coat. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi.